as Gibbs pointed out. So you've got to wonder what's going through these guys' head. Last chance for both Splice and Birds and Bees. And here we go, underway, game one. Roll Diz. In the corner, getting challenged by Nose Dude, missed. Backflips, hits that over. Now missed again, centering it down to Hoxer. Hoxer has played very well overall today. But now they need him more than ever. Splyce and Birds and Bees, this is a rematch from earlier, a series that went all the way to game 7. Splyce almost closing it out.
Ooh, Hoxer keeping up that pressure, putting Splyce in dangerous spots that we had, and there were a lot of one-goal games in that series that we had earlier today.
It was very close. And Splyce was up 3-1 in the series before Birds and Bees was able to come roaring back and get the series win.
And they really did lock down Splyce in those final games that they were able to take down. A lot less opportunities.
But one player on Splyce that has stepped up so far has been Karma. So we'll see if Karma can keep that going.
And hopefully that offensive help comes through that she's been looking for all season. J-Wiz has been on and off with it. Nose Dude has been on and off with it. And if they want to take down Birds and Bees, they might have a little bit of help from the current mental state of Birds and Bees, but right now it's a bit of a deadlock at the start of game number 1, and you can really understand.
Yeah, this is where the nerves really start to come into play. It's all on the line. No more lives left. You win, and you are in. J-Wiz going to leave that for Nose Dude. Nose Dude to the corner.
Oh.
Double tap pass. Roll Diz, hits it off to the side. Hoxer downfield. Karma saves it to the corner, but Hoxer center ball. Karma popping it up. She's going to chase it as well. Get it by, missed. She'll stay with it before bailing out at the last second. Roll Diz and Hoxer trying to team up for the clear, but they can't get it. Karma with the half rotation. Puts it back towards net, but she'll have to retreat.
And this might actually be the first real sustained push, as Hoxter needs help from Roll Diz, and they'll find it, so it won't actually last as long as I was thinking it might.
Now backboard pass. Jay Wismont breaking up the play.
Oh, nice little bump there from Karma, forcing him off. Everybody saying, all right, this is it, lock in, and that one will get saved. J-Wiz doesn't have to make two. Roll Diz dings one off the bar, and they will escape.
The crossbar, the fourth man for Splyce, but Splyce not out of danger just yet. Jay Wismont attempting to clear, missed, denies him. The demo, pass off the wall, and now again.
0 for 2 on beautiful chances for Birds and Bees. And that's the last thing that team needed.
Backboard pass over to Mist, dropping it down before Nose Dude finally getting a clear. You got to wonder if Splyce can finally start to break out of their half. Karma challenged yet again. Splyce has just been on the defensive for what seems like the last 2.5 minutes. Jay Wismont denying the backboard bounce. Hoxer was ready for it. Now Hoxer on the wall. Nose Dude beats him to it. Roll Diz picking up full boost.
It was a beautiful read from Nose Dude. Just took that one right away because that was about to let Birds and Bees just keep all that pressure going. And now it's sort of back into a neutral spot. I speak straight lies. Roll Diz catches a pass here.
A nasty shot from Roll Diz, flipping upside down. Karma tried to make the hit, but she didn't see Roll Diz flying across the net. And an upside down shot from Roll Diz. That'll get Birds and Bees the lead with just 1 minute on the clock.
How does that even go in the net? How do you train your brain to be like, yeah, we can score that?
Just keeping that underneath the crossbar. It seemed like only a matter of time, however, for Birds and Bees. They have been setting the tone of this game.
For the past few minutes, absolutely.
Nose Dude off the ceiling. Karma was on the backboard. Follow-up from Jay Wismont, but nothing happening. Hoxer. Clear attempt. Missed. Helps him out. Hoxer will stay with it. Roll Diz in the middle. Waiting to see for a miss, but Karma makes connection. Nose Dude Off the side, center ball to Jaywiz. Jaywiz underneath the crossbar with 12 seconds left. A 1-2 passing play.
So it took him a long time to finally break out, and an open midfield after Nose Dude wins a great challenge on that side wall, has the second man beat, and the last man was getting ready to move up and had to retreat real quick to net and wasn't in position to deal with it. Fake kickoff from Splyce.
Will it pay off? Roll Diz in the air for a long time. Used up a lot of boost for that. Challenge from Jay Wismont. Up the wall, Karma. She'll be able to do something with it. Is that going to find
what?
the net? It does!
Oh
Karma
my goodness!
with a 0-second shot off the ceiling. I didn't think it had the angle, but it just slips by.
Oh, Miss didn't think it had the angle either, and I don't even blame him. I went to Karma's camera. She came off that ceiling with no boost. It was just a hit the ball. And it just went straight into the corner of the net. Oh,
Karma!
Devastating for Birds and Bees, and just elation.
A magician from the ceiling. She has been coming off the ceiling, off the sidewall, just wowing us, and she does it again in a huge moment. Splice was losing with 12 seconds left in the game. And we see the passing play from Nose Dude to Jay Wismont, and we're like, okay, we're going to gear up for overtime, right? But then that incredible shot from Karma.
Just a brilliant finish to the game for Splyce, considering the fact that they were having to play defense a majority of game number one. Again, there's 12 shots for Birds and the Bees, and 3 for Splyce.
What a play from Splyce to tie it up, and also from Karma.
You want to talk about thievery. I don't know if I've ever seen a greater heist than that game one.
Oh my. Absolute thievery. And if you're Birds and Bees, you know, you are, yeah, that stings. No pun intended. That stings to go out like that.
It's a deep cut for sure, because you felt like you were absolutely in command. And to be fair,
you were. They were dominating that game.
You were willing to give away that equalizer goal. All right, that's a nice play from Nose Dude, but to have game one drop away at no time on the clock from one heck of a shot from Karma. All right, Birds and Bees, here's the real test now.
I'd pay good money to hear the comms on that from Splyce, and Jay Wismont almost getting that air dribble double tap. But I'm sure it would have been something like, Karma,
get wrecked.
You're insane. No.
Oh, and they got a breakaway.
And that just might bounce in. But a hustle play from Hoxer. And Nose Dude couldn't get the dunk. Now on the other end, a wide open net. And Roll Diz will get the lead for Birds and Bees.
And I think Splyce absolutely lost all of their discipline on that play. After they had that breakaway chance, everyone from Splyce sort of went on autopilot and said, yeah, we're probably going to score this one. Pushed up way too far, pinged off the wall, and they got cleared. And they just didn't even realize that they were in a lot more danger than they might have expected.
So Birds and Bees recover.
Now don't drop this one-goal lead.
I mean, a one-goal lead is never safe, and never in Rocket League. And that is exactly why. That is the epitome of why it never is.
You lose focus for 1 second, and you get counterattacked, and now you're playing from behind again.
And then a crazy pinch coming out. That's going to be a chance. Jay Wismont able to make that save. But Splyce getting away with murder on that one. Achieves they really were. Birds and Bees seem dominant. And even in this game, getting off to a quick start.
And the series marches on. But a shot in the arm for Splyce, and currently pressuring Dude with the nose. Great physical presence on the net. Got right in the face of the defender, pushed him all the way back. And Karma goes to the proper side to not give anybody else a chance at it.
I love it. Nose Dude landed, immediately wave dashed, turned around, used all his momentum to just drive straight into that defender. And that's a type of communication in place that you expect.
Oh, there we go.
Karma quickly off the kickoff. Splyce just specializes in the swing plays.
Oh, and Roll. It wasn't a bad follow-up. He was right behind him. He was in a good spot, but it took that little chip up, and it went in favor of Splyce. It was over the head of the defense and in front of Splyce, and they just had a much easier time following that play up. Third man back off grabbing boost, and it's a totally different ball game now.
I mean, this is where you look to see if a team starts to tilt after a rough loss, and now
they'd be justified, that's for sure.
They are going to be tested. Birds and Bees, their mental fortitude tested here. See if they bounce back.
You've seen it from the best teams in the world get tilted out. You go back to WSOE. You look at NRG just dominating flip side tactics. And then games 3 and 4 roll around where they ping what feels like 12 shots and it's pixels away from going into the net, and then they lose 4 straight games.
Nobody's immune. And everything is on the line right here for these teams, so be the worst time. But for Splyce, they have just remained calm, and now Wismont quickly turning around. He spots the opportunity, the pass from Karma, and a wide open net. Splyce up 3-1.
Yeah, Hoxer just caught a little too much of that ball trying to come off the sidewall and get it going on a dribble. But too much force behind it, gets too far in front of him, can't make the follow-up challenge, and like you said, recognition from Jay Wismont, great capitalization.
So we're just past the halfway point of the game. Dribble attempt from Hoxer.
He's had a couple of those on Splyce.
Shut down. Splyce's defense, even in the first series that these two played, Splyce's defense,
stingy.
Very stingy. But still, Birds and Bees found a way around it. However, they were down 3-1, or 1-3 for them, and managed to bring it back. So,
well, that sequence that they just had right there was pretty reminiscent of how they were able to get back out in front of Splyce. It was always a nice touch to put the defenders on the back wall in a bad spot. They always found a hole on the back wall somewhere and were able to utilize it. But this go around, they just weren't able to find a quality shot on target.
The time running out in game 2 for them to find those shots. Missed by Nose Dude. Nose Dude will leave it for Karma. Karma, center ball to Jaywiz. Jaywiz off the backboard.
Nose Dude? Ooh.
You know, you got to wonder if he had enough boost to go for the double tap there. It looked like he perhaps did, but didn't want to commit just in case Nose Dude was coming up as well, perhaps.
He was all the way back in his own half. That corner, or that midfield boost hadn't spawned, so he had to rotate all the way out.
Nose Dude from the side. Slow play, gets the boost and the flick. Off the post, back to the middle, Jay Wismont.
That was almost money.
Yeah, if he had predicted the post bounce, he could have sunk that shot. Now Nose Dude attempting to interfere. Nice touch back to Miss. Miss denied by Jay Wismont. The stingy Splyce defense continues to deny Birds and Bees.
Yeah, there's that rolled is playing the block instead of the shot, so he never really got that final tip under the defense. But Hoxer did just steal that corner boost from Splyce. They might have a little bit of a weak defense if they can get that ball through Jay Wiz, but no chance. And time's ticking, and it feels like game 2 is headed Splyce's way.
Nose Dude a little slow to that ball. Numbers advantage for Birds and Bees briefly.
Nice
Karma
bump.
slowing down the play. Excellent control from her. Now challenge win, but it's not going to be enough. The time ticks away, and Splyce secure game 2 as well.
Well, Lawler said you want the physicality, and you got it right there at the end. Corelli brought up how it works, and that final 10 seconds or so was the exact definition of that. Lawler said keep it simple, hit him out of the way. Corelli says Splyce rotates back through the play. They bump out that third man and take away that proper positioning to get that ball up and put it in a dangerous spot to maybe give Birds and Bees a chance. So a well-executed final few seconds for Splyce, but that was that capitalization goal from Splyce, that huge insurance goal with that touch from Hoxer, just a little too much.
I mean, game 1 showed us why you want that 2-goal padding, right?
It's valuable.
It is invaluable. You can't pay enough for those.
It's free real estate. You can't beat free real estate, and insurance is valuable on free real estate.
Absolutely. And one player I just want to point to again is Karma. First-rate play from Karma. that play in game 1 and also in game 2, 100% goal participation, 2 goals and the assist. Karma stepping up so far for Splyce. It is a long series. It's best of 7. We saw them lose their lead in the last time these two matched up, but those are 2 games, especially game 1, where you are just thanking the stars that you were able to get the win on that if you're Splyce.
Hey, you take what you're given. And they executed just enough to get the job done, and now they're sitting with a comfortable lead as well in a best of 7. If you win this game number 3, Birds and Beez, in my mind, you can basically say, good luck, we'll see you next season.
Well, we'll see how this game plays out. Shot challenged by Roldiz. Roldiz blocking it. Now Hoxer with a lot of boost. Backboard pass, missed. Isn't able to put a shot towards net.
And that's the type of play Hoxer's been able to make all day today. Able to beat a couple of people in the midfield, get that ball in a dribble, set up a great scoring opportunity. Even if he doesn't nail the shot, he's always put it in a pretty decent spot. And missed today in general, especially against Splyce, hasn't had a lot of success.
And they need him. He was their leader in scoring and offense during the rival series regular season. Roldiz again hustling back to make a save. Off the backboard, missed. Perhaps he's low on boost. Karma touching it aside. She knew that Mist would have had the save. She steals the corner boost as well. Splyce gearing up for a strong attack, but a double commit there. That's going to ease up.
That touch from Roldiz, though, it didn't go forward. It didn't put pressure on Splyce. Went straight up and bought them some extra time. Little fake, though, and dangerous. Missed. Wants the soft touch. Helpful hand from Hoxer, but blocked by Nose Dude.
Again, Splyce seems to get in these precarious defensive situations, but somehow escaping without a scratch.
It's happened a couple times, that's for sure. And this is another banger off the wall, and finally they can't get in front of it. Roldiz home, and that will be 1 on the board for Birds and Beez.
Missed, just excellent speed. Karma didn't get to the ball in time. Nobody in a good spot to make that save. Roldiz getting Birds and Beez the first goal, and they've had the lead in every game so far this series, but they haven't been able to hold on to it.
And it's been in no small part to a couple of, like you said, Karma, she's playing phenomenal. I actually do feel Nose Dude and J-Wiz both pulling a fair amount of weight here. Some physicality, some solid challenges coming out from both of them. It's enough support to get the job done, for sure. But not enough there.
And that bump, it looked like there was a bump in the corner. You see Nose Dude. No, he just didn't get to the boost in time, perhaps.
Yeah, had no boost.
A good boost steal. That's going to slow down his rotation in Hoxer. Just a strong shot towards net. Birds and Beez get that insurance goal, but plenty of time left on the clock. We'll see if they can keep it going. Off to the side, Roldiz will go to it. Demo from Hoxer on Karma. J-Wiz off the wall, chasing it down, but it was blocked by Miss. Back towards net. Karma down to the middle of the field. Roldiz was waiting. J-Wiz, not the greatest clear, but he gets a dunk on Hoxer.
Finds that precious few moments to make sure Splyce is ready for whatever's coming next. But they aren't ready for this one. J-Wiz again diving back, and that is a beautiful clear.
Nose Dude gets back in time, but missed. Hustles and is able to deny the goal from Nose Dude. Double commit and a team bump. Missed, bails out Birds and Beez. Ugly play there, but they manage to pull it back together. Now center ball, a strong shot denied by Hoxer.
Those are the passing plays that look real scary when Splyce gets those going, but Birds and Beez able to do just enough. They can't stop the backboard, but doesn't matter. No shot coming through for Splyce. Some great pressure being built on, but unfortunately the finishing touch missing for the orange and black.
This time Birds and Beez defense not letting anything through. We're under 2 minutes left on the clock in Game 3, an important Game 3, like you said, achieves.
A lot of pressure on Birds and Beez to get something going in the series, 100%.
Nose Dude racing upfield. He's got no boost. He's just going to turn back around. Missed with the first hit, follows it up with the second. Hoxer going off the backboard. Nose Dude with the clear. Roldiz denying it. Karma and Hoxer both up. Hoxer keeps it, And the Splice half missed with a win. It's right to Nose Dude, but missed keeping this ball on the Splice half with a good challenge.
Not a good clear, dangerous, and a huge recovery to keep that one from getting out of hand. Still has Splyce a chance here with a minute. Need to get something soon.
Karma backwards, she'll half flip to take back control, but she's not, doesn't have very much boost and missed the corner boost as well. Jwiz will snag it, popping it up. Over to the corner, roll Diz on empty. Hoxer, ground pinch towards net. Nose Dude clears it across field. Nose Dude, the shot towards net, blocked by Roll Diz. Jwiz plays it slow, flicks it high. Nose Dude with the follow-up, but an excellent deny from the Birds and the Bees.
Oh, miscommunication. Nose Dude went for the demo. Roll Diz didn't explode, and just the ball punched straight out to the side, and precious seconds wasted.
Now team pinch attempted. Doesn't come to fruition. Birds and Bees holding on. A long clear, that could be it. Hoxer with the read, and he misses the shot, but hits the ground. Birds and Bees secure game 3.
And they needed that 100%, but that was not without great risk involved. Splice, really, a couple of great scoring chances set up, but that final touch, someone in position to really slam it home, never available.
Yeah, Jay Wismont, so close. Had he kept that flick a little bit lower, he could have just launched that right into the net. And we'll take a look at the insurance goal for Birds and Bees. Missed, stole the boost from Nose Dude in the corner, giving Hoxer a little bit of time to make this play.
And Nose Dude really did do all that he could. After you see that boost get stolen, you know you're wasting your time trying to go back to net and try and make that save. Get in his face, try and cut down the angle as much as you can. But again, with no boost in the tank, it was always going to be a tough ask. So great shot from Hoxer, making sure to beat that last defender just to the left. So Birds and Bees, they do indeed scrape themselves back. So you're within one. Utopia Coliseum beckons. And now what do you do? Because you feel like you played a pretty solid game.
Yeah, you just keep playing like you're playing if you're Birds and Bees, even in games 1 and 2. You know, arguably, we're in a position to win those games. Those were very winnable.
Game 1, definitely.
Game 1, absolutely, yes. So I think if you're Birds and Bees, just it's all mental right now.
Watch,
just
rinse, repeat.
Keep playing like you're playing. Don't let yourself get frustrated.
And Splyce, I feel they actually played a great game number 3. And obviously a quality win in game number 2. Beautiful passes, just well defended by Birds and Bees. So can Splyce continue to find more of those quality goal-scoring opportunities? That's the real question, because those really dried up in their previous series. The middle of this series, Splyce was able to get a lot of those, and Karma making massive plays helped, of course. But Birds and Bees wasn't able to really hang, and then they figured it out and locked down to win those last 2 games.
Scary moment there as Nose Dude missed that challenge. But you're right, Achieves. A lot of the success we've seen from Splyce in the past is their passing, and we saw Nose Dude and Wismont connect in that first game in the final 12 seconds. We need to see more of that from Splyce. Birds and the Bees, on the other hand, just need to keep playing like they're playing. They've had Splyce on their back foot for most of the time. Wismont up in the air. That one just high. A scoring opportunity for Wismont. And that one wide by Karma.
And you can understand why that shot goes wide from Karma. She knows she has to go back post in that angle. Everyone's going to be driving. No chance at the near post. Even the mid's too close. Jwiz, a second opportunity. Redemption beckons. Karma can't slam it home. Again, Birds and Bees just able to get the ball to safety.
But talk about pressure from Splyce. Another dunk.
It's those challenges. So strong.
Karma has that ball, send it right over to Wismont, who's going for it, attempting to get the block. Nose Dude, awkward position. Karma almost giving up a goal there. Had that been a hit towards net, the ball got away from her. Missed with the stop at the half boost. Gets it by another pass. And again, Nose Dude wasn't able to get the hit on the challenge, but Splyce somehow managed to get away from that situation without yielding a goal.
It's a big miss on a touch, and then they almost didn't get the recovery effort. So Birds and Bees had a chance to put some real, like another goal that really stings against you. And thankfully, Splyce able to dodge the bullet, push back the other way. Nose Dude in charge of buying time. He has to make another one and kick to the middle. Not the greatest clear, but support from Karma there. And Splyce trying to figure out a way to gain some ground on their own half.
And that was such an important defensive hit from Nose Dude, not allowing that predictable backward bounce. We saw the player from Birds and Bees waiting for it. So Splyce, hold on. But it's getting hairy as Birds and Bees keep this ball in their half. Now off the ceiling, a misread from Karma, and Wismont will hit it over to the side. Karma with full boost.
A lot of space, too. Ooh, just blasted upfield.
Now Hoxer backwards, half flipping towards the ball. This one's going to hit off the corner, a miss. Going up the wall, Hoxer going to chase it. Nose Dude stops the counterattack. Missed into his own corner. Karma, center ball to Wismont. Wismont, the shot wide to the left.
And it has been Jay Wismont on the receiving end of a lot of those beautiful passes from Splyce, specifically in this game number 4. Just has not been able to get them in between the posts.
And you love that back pass from Jay Wismont over to Nose Dude. The patience coming through. Karma off the ceiling. Jay Wiz, tough read, but he gets a hit. Hoxer, first touch, takes control. Backward pass attempt, shut down by Nose Dude. Rolled is at the half. Right back into the Splyce corner. He's going to go for the center ball, missed. Doesn't win the challenge now. Splyce on the other end.
Oh, huge challenge from Rolled Is. A lot of pressure on Jay Wiz.
And the shot towards net. Nose Dude couldn't get back in time. Rolled is seeing a brief possibility, and he pounces on it at a tough angle.
It was huge risk. Nobody was going to be in a great spot for Birds and Bees if Rolled Is didn't get a touch on that ball. Got just enough of it, though, and Splyce were the ones caught too far forward. High risk, high reward, and it pays off for Birds and Bees.
Birds and Bees not giving any space to Splyce, but now Karma with the double tap chance. We've seen her hitting crazy shots all day. That time she couldn't connect well on the follow-up shot on the double tap. Now on the other end, Jay Wiz, center ball, Karma doesn't connect. Nose Dude with the dunk, hit downfield by Mist. Karma taking her time, pinching it, following it up, misses the hit, but Nose Dude's there. Nose Dude up the wall. Ground pinch attempt, sends it towards net, a miss. And Jay Wismont with the challenge here. It's getting out of the middle. Karma was waiting on the prowl, but she couldn't connect on that shot.
In the right area of the field, but a little too much speed trying to close the gap. And it popped out and couldn't make the adjustment. Last chance in the air.
Rolled is, will hit it straight down, and Birds and Bees tie up the series at 2-2.
And that is quality from Birds and Bees. This one was back and forth, but I actually feel Splyce played the better game. It was just Jay Wiz couldn't find those quality shots. He got handed a lot of opportunity.
Even Karma had that double tap chance where it was a very good double tap setup. First touch was done well. She just couldn't get great contact.
4 awesome chances, but here's the one that mattered. Again, off the back of that Rolled Is challenge on the midfield line. Put Jay Wiz in a very difficult spot. Asked a lot of him to buy a ton of time, and he just couldn't do it. That's the only touch he could muster. And right back to Rolled Is.
And Nose Dude just a split second too late on that one.
So close, but not enough. And now game 5. Here's your swing game in the best of 7 when you're locked 2-2.
It has now become a best of 3.
Yes, sir. So what are you going to do? If you're Birds and Bees, you've won 2 straight. They've been close games, though. I mean, you were able to put together a good 2-goal lead in game number 3, but it was not without a lot of pressure. Quality goal-scoring opportunities continued to build for Splyce in this game number 4. It was execution, the shooting, that fell flat for them. So in game number 5, Splyce, I think you're still playing great. No reason for either of the two teams to change.
Yeah, and Rolled Is has stepped up today in general, just bringing that offense. Mist has been a little bit quiet. But Rolled is, he has not. He has picked it up.
He's got 4 in this series alone. Out of the, 5 they've scored? Yeah.
So Rolled is that key component in the Birds and Bees offense and he just might be the person to punch their ticket to the RLCS. Wismont clears downfield. Karma off the tall part of the ceiling. Follow-up shot from Wismont. It's going to be an easy save.
You notice Jay was right in the middle of the net. He's pretty tired of putting things off target. I can understand that. I probably would have done it too. Let's get it on target at least. Make him make the save. Karma went for a little cheeky fake. See if she can get that to roll into the near post, but savvy defense and Splyce pressing can't make it.
Roll Diz is going to have a 2v1 situation here as Nose Dude's flipping back. Nose Dude, great speed from him to get back to help out on defense.
Awesome to clear as well. Like you said, coming back that hard, it's tough to get a quality touch. It's easy to just clip the ball with the wrong part of the car and get a weak hit. So get all that power on it out to safety. Great play.
The first series between these teams was a fun one to watch. It went all the way to Game 7.
We have a lot less OT this time around, though.
But still, it looks like we might go there again.
I believe it, 100%.
J-Wiz controlling. Karma got the bump on Mist. Hoxer, center ball, but low boost for Birds and Bees. Mist will retreat, waiting for his chance. Nose Dude to the side. J-Wiz off the ceiling, gets a touch here. Has 5 boosts, not enough to do anything with that ball. Karma controlling it, dribbling it up the side. Hoxer cuts the play out, going for the flip reset, and then the dunk on J-Wismont, but J-Wiz kept his calm. Now double commit. Nose Dude's the last player, but a solid clear and a counter attack from Splyce. Missed, gets the save.
Oh, and there's just not enough support from Splyce right there in the midfield. If they were able to cut that ball off halfway to the midfield line, they might have been able to really build the pressure. But that counterattack happened so fast, they didn't have enough time to all be on the same page when it happened. Oh, and Roll Diz, again, tough challenge, and just kills the ball and buys so much time for Birds and Bees. Great touch.
Not the greatest clear. It's a pass right out to Mist. The clear not finding the strength it needed. J-Wismont ends up setting up the goal here for Mist.
And we were talking about that, James, back in the green room. There's a lot of value to be found, always getting a powerful touch on defense. And J-Wiz, unfortunately, weak hit right to the oncoming offense and subsequently into the back of the net.
It's the worst place to put a ball is in the center because you give so much of the net to shoot at for your opponent. Missed. Although he's been relatively quiet so far this series, that one was a big goal, an impact goal in Game 5. We're over halfway through, and a save from the backboard coming out from J-Wismont, driving down.
And that goal that Birds and Bees just scored as well. Oh my goodness, never mind. I was about to say that last goal from Birds and Bees puts you on edge if you're a Splyce fan. Nah, shake it off. J-Wiz into the middle. Karma, blast one right down the gut. Too much speed coming into the net. Can't handle it. And just tips right in.
Saved her flip for the perfect time. Got that power shot. And the power overwhelmed the defender. And we are tied up.
So what are you going to do? Everyone locked in. A lot goes into this next goal. You feel like if you get the next one, you're holding all the cards.
Absolutely. Unless you're Birds and Bees, and then, you know, you've gotten burned in the last few seconds. And the follow-up from Birds and Bees. Mist gets his second of the game. He is having a standout Game 5.
This is the same thing that brought them success last time. Find a hole on the back wall. So close for Splyce, but not able to make the play. And just able to get it out to that supporting offense, this time in Mist. Wakes up a little bit, gets 2 big goals in Game 5, and gives them an edge.
And Hoxer, again, that playmaker, getting the backboard hit, forcing the defender to jump for it, but putting it off the backboard, so it takes the defender out of the equation. Hoxer and Mist working together in this game. Nose Dude. Aiming for the backboard, Mist denies it. A strong hit, it gets by Roll Diz. Now Karma up, drops it down to Nose Dude. Nose Dude couldn't thread the needle, but he was close.
He's trying to go behind the defense, went for that near post shot. when you thought maybe the middle was open, expecting them to dive, just didn't place the ball as well as you would have liked.
Rolled is the ground pinch on defense. Knew he had time, and he took the time and space. Jay Wismont finds nose dude to Karma, but Karma couldn't get there in time. She's on 0 boost, hits to the post and bounces across the net. Nail-biting moment. And now missed potentially an open net, but nose dude was able to get back before Mist took the shot.
Splyce got all their boost as well. They've actually got plenty in the tank to make something happen here.
They've done it before. Can they do it again? Final 10 seconds, down by 1. The shot saved by Roldiz. Karma coming in, bounce shot, and the read is there. The long clear, and that's going to be it unless Nosedu keeps it up. He does, and the shot saved. Ball still up. Karma hits it downfield, but it hits off the sidewall and down. Birds and Bees win their 3rd straight and are now 1 game away from securing their spot in RLCS Season 8.
And how about it as well? Birds and Bees, woo, you came into this one thinking you just got slaughtered by the peeps. What are you going to have to do? You come in, you also get game 1. You get straight took away.
Absolutely. 12 seconds left on the clock, and they lose that game somehow.
At 0
but now,
seconds.
Yeah, and they're down 0-2, and they have just responded.
And they remain locked in a brilliant win in game number 4. Ton of pressure, a lot of credit to Splyce's defense must be given. However, tons of saves made, able to get pretty usually strong touches on the ball to get it out to safety and buy themselves time to get ready for the next sequence. But Birds and Bees bringing the heat in game 5 and putting Splyce under a lot of pressure.
Absolutely, and the same thing happened where Splyce in their last series against Birds and Bees got out to a good lead, and then Birds and Bees just said, all right, enough messing around. We're going to win these games, and they did that back to back to back, and same thing happening here, 3 games straight for Birds and Bees.
And now Splyce finds themselves looking down the barrel of going back to the rival series, and that is a deep, dark tunnel, because it is not going to be easy if you wind up back there. It was a bloodbath this season. Getting to this point for the peeps in and of itself was a miracle run for them. They needed so many things to achieve top 2 to happen. And so if Splyce is looking at that and saying, my goodness,
that's what I have to do?
That's what I have to do.
No, thank you.
A lot to ask.
And the immediate goal from Mist 4 seconds in. Birds and Bees take the lead off the kickoff goal.
Oh, and we saw the exact same thing happen, except Splyce were the ones that scored. Yes, the Noob Slayer's back right off the corner. Can't make the stop, and Mist is the beneficiary. 3 in a row for him now.
That post catching those dude off there, and it's
deadly.
It's deadly because of the kickoff situation. Everyone's going to be low on boost, and Nose Dude's going to have to immediately go back to goal. You don't expect.
It forces you to rush.
It does. Birds and Bees getting a demo here from Mist. Hoxer, the delayed.
Ooh, Hoxer. Welcome back to the party. We thought Mist was waking up, and ooh, what is that? That's what that is. Disgusting.
Unbelievable. Hoxer waiting till the last millisecond to use his flip to get some extra oomph on the ball. And just 30 seconds in, Birds and Bees up by 2.
Talk about pressure for Splyce. I mean, scoring 1 has been hard enough. Just in the past 2 games, they've only put 1 in the net. Now you're going to have to find 2 inside of 4 minutes.
Now the backboard double tap to try to prevent the shot. Wismont, however, could not capitalize. He had to put that one in.
4 in a row for him. Quality scoring opportunity, not capitalized. Rough day for Mr. Jake Wismont.
Karma, some boost, gets the bump. Karma with the 200 IQ play.
We talked about it. Someone's having a rough go, bring them back in, little fake to the right, and push both of them off the ball, actually. Got the second bump, too. And you're right, the 200 IQ plays, that little cut to the middle, make them think you're going to pass, maybe even shoot back post somehow. But then just immediately dive at the defenders, push them right off. Huge effort.
Karma has had some phenomenal goals, but Splyce still find themselves behind. Birds and Bees up by 1. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. This could be it for Splyce. Birds and Bees want to do what their rival series counterpart has already done and get into the RLCS. They can do it here with a win.
And a lot of time remains for Splyce. We've seen them have bursts of brilliant offense, and here might be another one.
Missed. Following this one up. Hoxer off the ceiling. Jay Wismont down. Hoxer there again. Passing it out. Rolled his shot. Stopped. Now Karma. Dribble play. Got the boost at the half. Going for another touch. But it's denied. Rolled is to the corner. Jay Wismont's up. Nose Dude looking for a chance. He leaves it for Karma. Karma over to Jay Wismont, and Jay Wismont's shot blocked by Mist.
Beautiful defense from Birds and Bees. That's usually a goal for most teams in the RLCS you would expect.
But Splyce wasn't able to capitalize. That one hurled towards net, hit off the crossbar. Now Jay Wismont has to deny it. He doesn't. Hoxer the backward pass, and Mist was just too far back. But still, the attack's ongoing. Wismont to the Splyce corner. Nose Dude has to go for the boost. Backboard pass. Nose Dude pops it up. Mist turns for it. Going for the double tap, but Nose Dude ends the play. Mist fighting for control. Trying to get this ball centered. Did he get that bump? He might have. Chance for Hoxer. Hoxer, eye off the backboard.
That's the one. He had the top left corner, and he was aiming. But that is a huge insurance chance gone, and now Nose Dude beats two. Hoxer for support. Not the best touch, but he has the first touch.
And we've seen Hoxer quite a few times opt to go for the backboard hit, though.
It's worked well for him today.
It has. That time, however.
What?
Oh, and a miss. A miss in the air from Karma, and that's going to be an insurance goal for Birds and Bees.
She had 51 boost in the tank, and she was pushing upfield, ready to go, and unfortunately just had too much momentum carrying herself forward, and she tilted back to try and slow herself down and get a hand on it, but just couldn't quite make it, and that is massive for Birds and Bees.
A minute 30 left. A 2-goal lead for Birds and Bees. Poised to make it into the championship series. They just have to hold on. Splyce, a 2-goal deficit they have to overcome. Something needs to happen now. Karma getting the ball out to the middle. Nose Dude didn't get much of a hit. A miss from Jay Wismont. He's low on boosts. Rolled is a big 50-50 and Mist cleans it up. 4-1. Birds and Bees just putting the pedal to the metal.
Way to lock it down, Rolled is. That is probably the biggest challenge you've had all day. Karma coming at it with speed, aggression, knowing she needs to win it. Just make sure he gets right behind the center of that ball. If it was going anywhere, it was going straight left or right, but he played it perfectly.
It looks like another set piece from Splyce. This time, it did not pay off. A bump from Hoxer on Jaywiz. Karma with the dribble. Under a minute left to go. Down by 3. It'll take a miracle for Splyce. Karma with a quick turn. Low shot. Saved by Mist. Nose Dude off the sidewall up for Jaywiz. Jaywiz just misses. Follow-up from Karma. Save from Hoxer. Nose Dude with the pass into the middle. And he can't find it. Karma can't find it either. And a long hit downfield that might bounce in off the crossbar and down on the goal line. It's denied, but still, the time is ticking.
And it's too much. Birds and Bees have had one heck of a journey through this run.
They absolutely have. The rival series come into today and absolutely dominate. The Peeps are in RLCS, and now the Birds and the Bees join them in Season 8.
Welcome to the big show, Birds and Bees. You have 100% earned it. Wasn't sure if you're going to be able to do it after suffering just a brutal loss to the Peeps. The start of this series had you scratching your head, and you said it. They sat down, looked at each other, and said, all right, we're going to win these games, and they win 4 straight.
You could tell, even from the games that Splyce won, that Birds and Bees was just a handful for Splyce. Splyce squeaking out those wins, but Birds and Bees, they were furious.
So last year, we had both teams from Europe promote in Triple Trouble and Savage. This year, we'll have both teams from North America promote in Birds and Bees. And well done.
And look at where it really does. It's more of what we've seen. You know, we've seen these rival series teams come into these promotion tournaments and dominate, and that's exactly what happened. And even in Europe, the two rival series that promoted last season, you know, they weren't just bottom of the barrel teams. Now they're going to the World Championship. So it really does feel like there is a new era of players that has come along.
The talent.
And the talent it's starting to rise to the top.
Yes, the cream rises.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Birds and the Bees. They do it. They'll be joining the Peeps in the RLCS. We're going to go back to the desk to break it all down.
And there it is. Both the rival teams moving up into the North American RLCS. You can see our teams for next season. Big surprise or not, guys?
Not a big surprise from last week where we saw both these teams take down the RLCS teams, but still, that's awesome to see 6 brand new players into the RLCS. It's going to be fun to see how they kind of stack up because, you know,
look stacked.
Exactly. We always have a big 3 and we have everyone else normally, but we heard it from Mist, I think it was, like G2 might not be up there anymore, so they want some revenge on them maybe in Season 8.
That's wild. Space Station Gaming, the Peeps, Birds and the Bees, all 3 of these teams right now making their way through the rival series and looking like absolute contenders for those top 4 spots. Now, could this be the season that we see the big 3 disrupted?
Okay,
we have time. Maybe I was a little too dramatic.
I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but it's definitely going to be competitive. I think it's only swinging that way each season. So, but the big 3, I think, are pretty solidified still.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah, that's a bold statement. I mean, it's getting to that point though. North America is starting to just step up. But from that series specifically, you know, it looked like Splyce almost had this at the beginning. They came off to a blazing start, but then all of a sudden, Birds and the Bees did something to turn this around.
Yeah, it seemed like Splyce kind of set the tone in their first game, Karma getting that goal to get them the win, but then things started to slow down for them. It seemed like Birds and Bees started to find a groove against Splyce and eventually winning out the series here. But, you know, I think that for Birds and Bees, this type of gameplay, I'm not really sure how far it'll get them in RLCS. It does seem a little shaky. It does seem like it's playing with their emotions a little bit. It seems really hard for them, but nonetheless, they're able to take down Splyce.
But we talked about Tilt. They were down to Splyce in 2 different series by 2 games, and they win both of those series. 1-3 in a row to win Game 7, and then here down 2-0. And then I was worried about it, but 4 in a row versus Splyce, that is huge for them. And who knows, man? Like, maybe Tilt is not a factor with this team. Maybe Rold is. He just needed that extra water break after he quit out of the last series there. But Birds and Bees played huge towards the end there.
Yeah, I feel a lot of it, though, was obviously Splyce started off great. Pass plays and everything were developing, but you could see it in, like, the end of Game 2 towards Game 3. Those infield pass plays would just not work. Super telegraphed, and Birds and Bees handled it really well. They cut them off before they even began, and they shut it down. So congrats to them. They finished strong. Like, it was pretty good performance from them.
Yeah.
Well, we got one of their players actually on the line right now. We talked to him earlier. We're going to talk to him again. Mist, how's your heart?
Crazy. I don't know what to say.
Oh, well, this is going to make this interview awkward. You guys came into the series with you off a loss. First off, that can be mentally disruptive. But of course, you guys went down 0-2 at the beginning. What do you guys have to do to get your minds back into it? What are comms like?
Well, we just told each other, like, reset, you know, like, forget about the last series. You know, we still have a chance to make it through this one. So, like, that last one didn't matter to us.
Are you guys fairly supportive, or you guys kind of just get quiet down and play your game? Or are you guys always amping each other up?
We always try to pick each other up. You know, when someone's feeling down, whatever, we always try to pick them up, you know, play the best we can.
Now, you guys also had a long day, and I'm wondering if that helped you guys out. You guys seemed to ramp up as things went on. Do you like playing those long days, or is it a struggle to get through that and having so many matches?
No, I definitely don't like the long days for sure. I don't know. I'd rather just play a couple games, but I don't know. We pulled through, which is good.
Now, just looking at the fact that both teams made it up from the rival series, I'm questioning now, you know, say 4 teams were to move up. Do you think the 4 teams in the rival series at the top are able to take on, that bottom 4 of the RLCS now? Is it getting really close?
I do think so. You know, the skill gap is definitely, like, closing in. You know, it's very close now.
Now, just as a final thing, I'm going to let you go celebrate. A shout out to family, friends, teammates.
Yeah, you know, my family's downstairs watching on that TV, so I was really happy to win. I hear them clapping down there and stuff. It's funny.
That's awesome to have that support. Congratulations, man, and we'll see you in the next season of the RLCS.
Thank you.
So we figured it out. It is the black room.
I was gonna say,
Lights off and you win.
he could celebrate by paying his electric bill or something.
And now we can take a look at the bracket presented by Axe, what we saw today. This was the promotion tournament. Of course, 2 teams now down into the rival series, and it was the 2 teams that were in the RLCS before, EG and Splyce.
Yeah, we mentioned, and I talked about it at the very beginning, how getting that first win was going to be absolutely crucial to give yourself that extra chance. And it shows up here for Birds and the Bees, the ability to carry through and get that victory. Unfortunately for Splyce, that's who knocked him down both times.
Yeah, they only lost to Birds and the Bees today, but again, 2 big orgs, Evil Geniuses and Splyce, moving down to the rival series, and some brand new faces in the RLCS now. Now we have 4 teams that have come through the RLCS, or I'm sorry, through the rival series to the RLCS now, trying to compete for those spots. So that's really cool to see.
And, as a guy who's on the rival series broadcast, I can't be more proud for these teams.
Of course, you watch these guys grow.
We watch them come up, they grind to get better, they go through the 6-mans, the rank grind of finding teams that may not work, and they find teams that finally do work. They fight through the rival series, and they make it to the promotion tournament, and then they succeed. And that makes me happy to see teams who come out in the rival series who perform well, and then perform well on the big stage.
Speaking of performing well on the big stage, we have our player of the week ready, and it has to be from a dominant team. It was the Peeps with Reddles. This man was just showing up today.
I mean, as soon as we talked to him this morning, just confidence exuding.
Oh, yeah, he knew.
Comes in, he knows exactly what he wants to accomplish, and then he does it with veteran status. The ability to come in, make a huge impact for his team and lead the charge just inspires the other teammates, and they all carry through.
Yeah, that first series where he scores that Game 5 overtime, sure, maybe got a little bit lucky on the first dunk, but then he has all the space in the world. He has to hit the perfect shot, and that's what we want to see from these players, like in clutch moments, making the big plays, and Reddles did it throughout today.
And again, I think it's a testament to his skill. He was the best shooter in the rival series this season, comes into the promotion tournament, shows it again on the big stage.
And plus, that's a brand new pickup for the Peeps, and it really worked out. Obviously, they finished 3rd in the rival series last season. Now they are promoted to the RLCS, and a lot of that has to do with this man, Reddles.
Things that worry me, though, is, and I hope it doesn't happen, but too many times we've seen that these players come in and they have dominant performances in the promotion tournament, and all of a sudden the team breaks away. Justin goes to NRG and stuff like that. So I really hope this team sticks together. I think they've shown dominant performance. Clearly, Reddles is the right choice. I want them to develop through the RLCS together and really make a good, strong run because I love watching them. It's great.
And speaking of tryout performances, maybe Karma today, she really carried Splyce to a chance to make it back to the RLCS. Like, I think that's a major proven point to all these other teams like in the RLCS that might want to try and make a move. Who knows? Maybe someone picks up Karma.
I mean, on the Peeps, though, too, just looking back at that whole roster, I mean, it wasn't just Reddles that was stepping up, too. I mean, you had Arsenal, too. I know you were really hyped, Gibbs, on Arsenal. This whole team, what are they showing? It's not just aggression. There's something else that they have.
So much mechanical ability from all 3 players. Like, we've seen it all season long throughout the rival series. We saw it today. They were the better players than teams like Evil Geniuses, who have all these players that we've seen for so long. But the mechanical ability of all 3, very similar to Space Station Gaming, very similar to the big 3 from NA, it's starting to really show now with the Peeps.
And it is great to see, though, to the aggression point, that they came in with that game plan. He said it, Reddles said it in his interview. This is how we want to play. This is how we're going to beat teams. They put that plan to action here in the promotion tournament. And here they are on the RLCS.
It's one thing to say that we want to do it, but to actually accomplish it.
Right.
Because playing aggressive has a lot of detriment. Like, if you miss anything, everybody else that's kind of in this domino position behind you, like, everything falls apart. So if touches aren't there, it does not go together well. So the fact that they're able to come in with a game plan, accomplish that, and then win convincingly, great. Let's see them next season. Can't wait. Let's do it now.
Now, of course, we just want to give a shout out towards LAN. We have groups and bracket we want to show you guys here. Just to remind you that is coming up soon. Gibbs, there's a bracket in front of me, so it's your
Yeah, so these are the finalized groups for the World Championship. So now you can start making your bracket predictions and all of that to go into it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like, everyone's excited. It's, 1 month away at this point, so... start filling out those brackets. These groups are going to be crazy. It's round robin. It's just 2 games each team. Top 2 advance to the bracket. So it's going to be ruthless. Like, you cannot have a bad series because you could be knocked out from one bad series alone.
Reminder, too, we got a brand new region in there with South America looking to show up as well. Of course, OCE joining us back again. I kept looking at each group, and I'm like, oh, that's stacked. Oh, wait, that's stacked. Oh, that one's stacked too. They're all that Worlds is just going to be nuts.
It's brutal, and then even if you do get out of that, it's single elimination the rest for the last day. So
It don't get easier.
all right, this is okay. We made it. Oh gosh, are you kidding me? This is what's waiting for me, and it's one of the teams that made it out of that death group of whatever you were playing in.
And then the best part is we see a lot of these teams next weekend at DreamHack Dallas, so we get to see them all like in front of the big stage, like on camera, see how they play, warming up throughout that World Championship run.
Well, North American Promotion Tournament is done, so I want to get some final thoughts from you guys, just what you saw today and what we're seeing from these rival teams. I know you're proud.
I think Krilla hit it nail on the head. Like, you see these guys develop from kind of the community side, then into this league play, and then they develop through this promotion tournament. And it's inspiring. I mean, whether you're a young person who's aspiring, like we see it a lot on the Reddit threads too, from the subreddits that, you know, I'm Grand Champ, I don't know if I can make it, what should I do? This is a perfect story of how to go about doing that. It's fantastic to see, and I hope we keep seeing young talent develop. It's great. I want to see more of it.
And I just want to shout out once again, DreamHack Dallas. Me and Crowley will be there. We're going to have 2 streams, a lot of Rocket League to watch. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, tons of games. So, like, if you want to see high competitive Rocket League, a lot of teams like NA in Europe and 2 teams from OCE making their way out. A lot of international competition just to see who might be the best in the world. Maybe we get that energy vitality matchup that everyone wants to see.
Yeah, my only parting words is I'm super proud of the boys today, seeing the rival series teams come through and promote. And my message to everyone in the RLCS and the North American side, don't sleep on the peeps.
That's fair. You know what? I'm not going to contend that. While DreamHack is next week, we still have more action this week, so make sure you guys are joining us tomorrow for the European promotional tournament. 2 teams, just like today, 2 teams are going to be down into the rival series, and 2 teams potentially moving up into the RLCS. I wonder if we're going to have a repeat of today and have all 4 rivals teams move up. But looking forward, we talked about the groups. We have land very, very close. You can get your tickets online at tickets.rlesports.gg. June 21st to 23rd, we're at the Prudential Center in Jersey. You don't want to miss it. But we'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 Pacific. For now, I'm Lee Fex, and we'll see you then.
Now Reynolds, center ball to Gyro. Gyro off the backboard, double tap, drops it down off the crossbar, follow-up from Reynolds. Boost, and gets the corner boost steal as well. And gets the chance for Reynolds. Reynolds!
Oh my goodness!
Stop, Mist will take over. Trying to get that second touch off the corner.
Would they get caught?
Jaywiz, that's going to be it! Splyce, the hustle from Jaywiz. And now on the other end, Karma waiting on the fake.
Push it upfield as far as you can, as quick as you can, and whoever comes down with it, and it'll be Hoxer. He just wins the challenge.
Get back. Classics has a shot, and it's blocked by Dude with the Nose. Evil Genius is still hunting. Trippe against the back wall. Corrupted G.
Oh, no.
Evil Geniuses take game 1. Now Trippe can't get back to it as he ran into Corrupted G on the play. Evil Geniuses, when it looks like they have a chance to move downfield, they look like they're in trouble now. Karma off the ceiling. Scores again. And it's already turned into a marathon, this best of 7. A quick shot. It's blocked, but a double commit by Evil Geniuses may be there. Folly! Jaywiz scores! Splice takes series advantage. Classics tried to keep it close. Karma picks it up around the back wall. Looking for Jaywiz. Jaywiz shoots! And Karma scores on the dunk, the rebound! Splice takes series advantage. Can't get back to the ball. Killed by Classics. Jaywiz flies in from midfield around the corner. Bounces it off the ramp. Karma scores! Splice take the lead with 13 seconds left.
Come on. Up the wall, Karma. She'll be able to do something with it. Is that going to find
What?
It does!
Oh my
goodness! Here from Mist. Hoxer, the delay!
Ooh!